So, a lot of you have probably been wondering where I've been these last 3 months, and I thank you for your patience. I will fill you in because I think it would be useful to do so. So, this is a progress update, December 2023, and it's by me. So, yeah, first I'm going to talk about where I've been, what's going on, and then what's going to happen with the channel, and of course, I'll finish with a quote. I like to finish with a quote. So basically, I'm in the final year, or about to start the final year of a PhD, and I work in CCS, so carbon capture and sequestration. I can't say anything more specific than that because when I uploaded this video, which contained a 10-second clip of me walking to Aldi, within about 20 minutes, some guy found out which Aldi it was. So yeah, I don't want to describe the PhD in too much detail because I will get doxxed and then I won't be able to be racist anymore because somebody will tell my mum. So what's been going on? Basically, I stopped making the videos. Is there a laser pointer option? I think there might be. Laser pointer option. I stopped making the videos here. Is that working? Yeah. And yeah, and then I immediately got food poisoning. So yeah, the idea was to work more, work more, work more, work more. And so every week I increased my hours by one. And you see that I got to about 57, 56, and then I just couldn't really hack it anymore. But yeah, so I've got 59 weeks remaining until I run out of time. And that's really weird. Why is it? Okay, whatever. I've got 59 weeks remaining until I run out of time. And then, hang on, what? So where is it? Is it here or is it? I'm just going to stop the video 1 second. Right, I apologize. There was some problem with the laser pointer and my editing software. But yeah, I've got 59 weeks left, and I'll probably lose 8 of those because, holidays and illness. I got food poisoning. So that's 51 weeks remaining. And at a 50-hour work week, which is what I'm targeting now, I can get 2,550 hours done. Now, since I began recording, which was basically March of this year, 2023, I've done 1,200 hours. And most, I think, maybe all of my useful results have come in this time, in these 1,200 hours. So if I triple that, or I, do twice as much as that, I think I'll be okay. And yeah, if I were to work a 60-hour week, which means no Saturday, then I would only get an extra 500 hours, which I don't really think is good. This was some sort of motivational pep talk. I have about 2,500 hours in Dota. Would I sacrifice them all for a PhD? Yes, I would. So if I work a 50-hour week, I spend about 50% of my time, my waking hours, doing the PhD, which I think is reasonable. So yeah, what does my average week look like? Like, what do I actually do? I'll try and give you as much information as I can without. So yeah, this is my calendar. This was my calendar for this week. So yeah, I'm doing a PhD. Everything in green is experimental work. So getting out some membranes. I work with membranes and doing some experiments. Purple is data processing. Once you do an experiment, you have to process the data. So that's purple, and then red is thesis writing. I'm writing a thesis for a PhD, so that's thesis writing. And orange is meetings, and yellow is reading. So you see the split. So let's go to the week before. Oh, it's worth pointing out that I don't actually work Sundays. So I do all my shopping, my cooking, cleaning up around the house on Sundays. These are just things that I know I need to do. So I drag and drop them into the week as and when I can. So if we go to last week, you see that, that some of these things were also here last week. So yeah, last week I worked Saturday. And yeah, you see that I had more meetings, more data processing, fewer experiments. The week before, I had way more experiments. And the week before that, I had way more writing. So yeah, that's what my week looks like. I get into university at 9:30 and I leave at 7:30. So that's 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So 50 hours a week. And before that, I was working Saturdays as well. And now I'm not going to do that. And we'll see how it goes. So, where does he get the energy? Well, basically, I am a perpetual motion machine. and I'm fueled entirely by arrogance and spite. So I wake up and I'm like this. I'm like this a good 80% of the time. Think I'm amazing, everything's amazing. Then I go into university and everything goes wrong over and over and over again. Supervisor tells me I have to redo all my experiments. Nothing works. People break my equipment. People ask me for help when I've got no time. And then eventually I just become embittered and angry. And then I fuel myself through spite. And through the spite, we return to a position of arrogance. And then I fuel myself with the arrogance. So that's how I do it. Right, so basically, let's talk about the channel. So basically, right now, these are all the Wano content creators that I could think of. I might have missed a couple out, a couple of the smaller ones, or a couple of the ones that don't operate in English. And yeah, so I think I had a pretty good thing going where I was pulling together the skill bracket, the entertainment bracket, and the autism bracket. So skill in terms of how good you are at the game, in 1v1 ranked, or it can be in team, but generally the 1v1 players are generally better. They just play more games. And then entertainment, how much do you enjoy watching or listening to this person? What's the entertainment value? And of course, autism. Autism is the spice that I wouldn't say I have a monopoly on, because Integer and Ex Nihilio have got me good there. Rage isn't something I partake in. I'm a very calm boy. And, you know, this isn't to say that none of these guys have entertainment value, because obviously you wouldn't watch them if they have no entertainment value. They obviously have entertainment value. And, you know, it's not to say that these guys have no autism, because they definitely have autism. But yeah, I can no longer play enough games, right? I don't have time anymore. I've 1 day off a week, and that means that I'm no longer going to be able to compete in the skill level bracket. I'm just a baddie. These guys play a lot of games. That is why they are the best. And I can no longer compete in the entertainment space either. As you saw from my schedule, I am a spiteful machine. And, you know, I've got more in common with a computer than a human being at this point. But I can definitely capitalize on the autism. So this is where the channel will be going moving forwards. I will be specializing in the autism because I was born with that, and it doesn't need to be earned like skill or entertainment value. I actually made this chart to upset as many people as possible. I do wonder what kind of reception we'll get from this. Anyway, so what's next? So I get my Saturdays off for a while, and I'm going to make as many videos as I can or want to on a Saturday, then upload them slowly throughout the week. And what does that mean? Well, it means that I can upload a schedule on Sunday. I mean, I will make the videos on Saturday, and I will upload them overnight on Sunday. So that means that all the videos for next week I will already know what they are by Sunday, which means I can publish a schedule. So I'll do that through the YouTube community feature. I can just publish a schedule saying these are the games, this is when it's going to come out, and the games will always come out at 7 o'clock UK time, 7 a.m. UK time, and the Wano shorts, which will not be going away, will come out at 7 p.m. UK time. And that means that there's also a feature in the YouTube channel membership where you can get early access. So if you really want early access, then you can join as a channel member and pay me money. I do like money. I need it to survive. My heating bill is currently £4 per day. And yeah, so you can do that there. Don't feel compelled to. You know, if you're poor as well, that's all good. Don't worry about it. And yeah, in the future, I may have to go away again as the PhD continues to heat up, particularly in the final weeks. I'll probably not be around so much. So that'll be this time next year, essentially. I'd also like to do more non-Wano videos, so I've got this 1 day off a week now, this glorious Saturday, and I don't want to just spend it playing Wano, so I'll just play whatever I want to play, and I will upload those videos. So for example, Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader's coming out next Friday, and I really want to play that. So I'm going to record that as I play it and then cut it into 1 hour segments and upload them. And that will fill the void when there are fewer Wano videos. I want to play Industrial Annihilation. This is the 3rd release of Planetary Annihilation, and Homeworld 3 if it ever comes out, and Broken Arrow. And I already showed that. I always like to finish with a quote. This one is by Gilbert Keith Chesterton in the book Napoleon of Notting Hill. And he said, yes, a sense of humour, a weird and delicate sense of humour, is the new religion of mankind. It is towards that men will strain themselves with the asceticism of saints. Exercises, spiritual exercises, will be set in it. It will be asked, can you see the humour of this iron railing? Or can you see the humour of this field of corn? Can you see the humour of the stars? Can you see the humour of the sunsets? How often I've laughed myself to sleep over a violet sunset.